There is something you do not see, but that is watching you every night, right when you turn off the light. It is not a person or a shadow, it is an angel. But not just any angel. It is an envoy from the heavens, a silent warrior who was summoned by a higher power to stand by your bedside. That being of light was sent directly by God, but its arrival was no accident. It was Saint Michael who ordered it, and he brought me to you to reveal a message that not all are ready to receive. From this instant until midnight tomorrow, a hidden portal will open. Something is going to change in your life, even if you don't know it yet. The next 24 hours are decisive. There is a spiritual movement that will begin to shake your path. That angel now breathing near you was summoned a week ago. Why? Because you are under spiritual attack, and it's not a simple evil eye. You are in the midst of an invisible war. Although thousands will see these words, the message is only for one woman. Is it you? There is a way to know. Touch that arrow. Check who the first person who appeared in your WhatsApp was. If it is a woman, then this message was woven between heaven and earth for you. Write your name in the comments and decree, "My angel protects me." Archangel Saint Gabriel asks this to activate your energy channel. If you do, you will open the connection to hidden knowledge. Don't think about it too much. Do it for your own good. That angel roaming your room is not playing. It was placed by God himself to break an ancient curse that has infected your love life, your soul, and your finances. A curse woven with dark threads of witchcraft, envy, and low rituals. Tonight, when the clock strikes 12, the angel will receive a direct order to free you from what is binding you. But only if you are ready. Comment, Amen. If you feel this word ignite your chest, close your eyes now, open your heart, and prepare, because what is coming is powerful. And if you want this angel to also extend its protective wings over 2 people in your family, share this message with them. Saint Michael has said that the act of sharing is a sacred key that unleashes silent miracles. Since you began to read this, an energy of protection has ignited around you. But there is also an urgent warning coming from your guardian angels. Someone is watching you, someone who does not have clean intentions. A shadow watches you as if looking for a moment of carelessness to harm you in silence. You are protected, yes, but also surrounded by an energetic war. There is a ritual in progress, something dark, and your guides are trying to warn you before it's too late. You have been on the verge of falling into a trap more than once, and it was not by chance. Someone in secret has been planning an attack against you. However, the light that covers you is powerful. You have an invisible shield, a sacred field. It comes from above, from the beings of light who know that someone wants to see you fall. And we are not just saying this. What is revealed from the astral planes is clear. It is a woman. The energy is feminine, dark, and manipulative. She may have a cold, calculating personality, or perhaps she is connected to the sign Capricorn. Yes, it's possible she is a Capricorn, but that's not the most alarming part. She is not alone. Someone very close to you, perhaps someone you trust, is giving her information. Your movements, your words. Someone is taking them directly to her ears. There are up to 2 energies involved, but 2 of them shine in the darkness with a dangerous intensity, especially one woman, one who has a son or male child. That woman is not just anyone. Her aura is charged with something murky. It feels like witchcraft. She has taken a photo of you to a place where they do burials, bindings, and works of darkness. She has not done it alone. She has gathered others, people who envy you, who murmur your name like poison, who spy on you on social media, who pronounce curses disguised as comments. It is not an isolated attack. It is a spiritual conspiracy fueled by hatred. That woman has declared, even if in the form of a threat, that she would be happy if something bad happened to you. And that on the energetic plane is a bomb. But relax, because you are not alone. Your soul has been marked with a special light, but you must wake up now. It is time to close cycles, cut ties, and move away from those venomous presences that have been sucking your energy in silence. There is someone who has said, and it's not just a saying but a statement loaded with malice, that their only peace would be your total absence. Yes, that's how dark it feels. But as long as you read these words, as long as the angels keep speaking to you, they cannot touch you. What they have attempted is serious, illness, ruin, chaos. But witchcraft has no power where there is light. That is why you are here, because your soul asked for help. And today the angels answer. Comment Amen if you feel your soul is receiving this truth, and if you feel it in your chest, Subscribe now because that is the way the universe activates this protection in your life. I am not the one saying it. Saint Michael has said it. They have tried to absorb your life force like energy vampires thirsty for your light. They want to see you weak, dejected, prostrate, without the energy to get up. They have cast spells, made invocations on dark altars, and activated portals where only spiritual misery dwells, all to extinguish you from the inside. But listen to me well. You are still here because your protection comes from heaven. And if you are reading this, it is no coincidence. It is a sign that Archangel Saint Michael has brought you to this message, and he himself asks that you write your name and comment, "My light does not go out," to activate your mystical shield. It is now or never. I see clearly how several dark souls have gathered like hyenas thirsty for power to plan your downfall. They analyze you, spy on you, murmur your name between their teeth as if it were a spell. The worst part is that they are not novices in these arts. There are people who have worked with real witches, the kind that bury photos, that do bindings with blood, that invoke entities that no longer belong to this plane. They have taken your name, your image, and objects with your energy to places where heavy witchcraft is practiced. And yes, they have invoked dangerous forces like Santa Muerte, holy death, not as a symbol, but as an instrument of spiritual destruction. They have made pacts with shadows, and each visit to that witch has been an offering to damage your light. But pay attention, this is not new. It is not a recent energy. It is a poison they have been distilling for a long time in silence, hidden like snakes in the weeds. They have acted in secret, hiding their intentions under false masks, smiling while wishing you ill, and you with all that are still standing. That says it all. Your soul has a pact with the divine. Your guides, your guardian angels, have fought battles for you while you slept. But now it is time for you to wake up completely, because what is coming can break ancestral chains or open abysses if you are not prepared. A man appears strongly in your energy, but he does not bring blessings. He brings darkness. He is someone who watches you with a desire for revenge, with hidden malice. He has been manipulating energies to destabilize you, convinced that only in this way can he achieve his inner peace. But what he doesn't understand is that you have already crossed the fire and come out alive. You have left behind traps, betrayals, even situations where you grazed death with your fingers. You were pulled from the mud when all seemed lost. God took your hand and told you, "It is not your end yet." And since then, a new opportunity has opened for you. You have been tested in the forge of life, betrayals, illnesses, scarcity, hidden tears, and still your heart was not corrupted. Now you are closing one of the most intense cycles of your existence. You are releasing old karmas, freeing chains that do not belong to you. And that is annoying, because there are those who cannot stand to see your transformation. They see your energy being purified, that you are becoming stronger, more luminous, and that burns them like holy water on impure skin. But be careful, the threats continue. There are entities and people who have sworn not to stop until they see you collapse. Yes, just as you hear it, they have said they will not rest until you are no longer here. Words full of hatred, coming from mouths sick with envy. But your light is a shield, and that is why they have not managed to touch you yet. Your spiritual strength makes them uncomfortable, irritates them, because they do not understand who protects you, who guards you. What angel has sealed your destiny? And that is why they don't take their eyes off you. From the shadows, they look for a way to enter your energy field. They try again and again and they fail. The most terrifying part is that they do not present themselves as enemies. No, these people have two faces. They smile at you, flatter you, even feign affection. But in the darkness, they write your name on stained paper, bury it, curse it. You are not fighting visible enemies. You are fighting false faces that play with fire. You are doing the work that few dare to do. You are healing, letting go, cleansing, closing old doors. But they are not. They remain anchored in envy, frustration, obsession with you. They ask themselves, why are you still alive? Why don't you break? Why don't their rituals work? It makes them desperate because they have invested time, money, and soul in making you fall. They have gone to witches, paid for rituals with black candles, taken your image to altars where only chaos is invoked. They have done bindings, symbolic burials, and even spoken curses. And among themselves, they argue, blaming each other for not seeing results, because they don't understand why they cannot break you. And here is the key. You are protected by a light they will never understand. But to keep that protection active, Comment, "The light covers me," and subscribe now. Because Archangel Gabriel has said that whoever opens that digital portal will also open the channel of knowledge and healing. They ask themselves the same question over and over, as if their minds cannot conceive the truth. Why doesn't the witchcraft they launched against you work? Why does your light continue to illuminate even the deepest caverns where they tried to bury you? And even if you think they have left you in peace, no, they have not. They are lying in wait, in silence, hidden like shadows that do not rest, waiting for a moment of carelessness to try again to open a crack in your energy field. They are there in the darkness, watching from the corners that are not seen. That is what makes this energy so dense, so heavy, so dark, because although invisible, it is still alive. A dark fog that roams but does not touch, because there is something sacred that envelops you, something that prevents them from crossing the threshold. Saint Michael showed it to me. And if you made it this far, it was no coincidence. It is because your soul is in the process of deep healing. It has been hit by betrayals, by pains that not everyone knows, but you are healing. You are resurrecting like the phoenix from ashes, loaded with spells and tears. And now, slowly, you are coming back to life, stronger, wiser, more awake. Those who wanted to see you fall are desperate because nothing they did worked. They have buried candles with your name, burned photographs, done bindings with remains, with hair, with your objects. They have murmured incantations in dark rooms, but nothing has penetrated your shield, and that undoes them. Your balance, your spiritual awakening, your ability to let go of what no longer serves you, that drives them crazy, because you are living a spiritual rebirth. You are releasing the pain, the betrayals, the wounds that others caused, and you are being guided towards a new version of yourself. Today, as you listen to this, a sacred light is descending upon you, a divine protection that moves you away from a trap that someone very close tried to set. But they will not succeed, because God Himself has intervened in your story and has placed angels by your side with swords in hand so that no shadow may touch you. And while some continue trying, between whispers and black candles, to stop your growth, they will not be able to, because if you advance, they lose the control they thought they had over you, and they have already lost it. They just don't accept it. They keep trying to throw negative energy, obstacles, dark thoughts, but you are no longer on that frequency. You vibrate high. You have already defeated them. They can no longer break you. Comment, "My light is stronger," and subscribe right now, because Saint Gabriel has requested it in your reading so that the energy channel opens, so that the universe knows it, and so that the victory is sealed with words of power. Although they continue to spy on you in silence, like crows hidden among dry branches, they no longer have any dominion over you. You have been cloaked with the strength of your guides, your ancestors, of that spiritual lineage that has backed you since before you were born. They, your protectors, are telling you right now, you have already overcome it. Do not look back. It was not easy, I know. They wanted to dominate you, manipulate you, sink you in the mud. But you are not common. You have a noble, clean, powerful heart. And that heart, in the spiritual world, shines like a torch that not even the most ancient witchcraft can extinguish. You have prayed for others when no one prayed for you. You have helped without asking for anything. You have cried in silence and still continued to give love. And the universe saw that. God felt it. That is why today He returns it to you, multiplied by 7. You are being surrounded by a very high vibration. Archangel Michael is with you. He is taking note of every step you take. And that is why you now burn with an intensity that those who wish you ill cannot bear. Yes, they have attacked you with cursed words, with rituals of destruction, with invocations made on altars where light does not enter. But they failed, because you were sealed with celestial fire from the beginning. And now, everything they launched is being returned. The swords they sent are returning. The spells are reversing. And although they still try to watch you from afar, they are only signing their own spiritual ruin. You have the energy of the sun in your chest. You shine beyond what they will ever comprehend. They feed on shadows, but you are made of light. They tremble because they do not understand how you are still standing. But you know why. Because your faith sustains you. Because your soul has been trained in other lives for this battle. And because you are connected directly with the divine. And listen well, that woman who appears in your energy was not alone. She did not act by herself. For some, she was accompanied by a cold, manipulative, calculating man. For others, by another woman with a poisoned soul who was once close, feigning closeness. Both, like puppets of the darkness, moved pieces believing they would destroy you. But you are no longer on that board. You are on another plane, guided by heaven, illuminated from on high. Comment, "My destiny is sealed in the light," and subscribe right now if you feel this message has touched your soul, because St. Michael is opening portals for you, and that action is the key that connects you with divine knowledge. Today, the threads of destiny move and reveal to me the presence of a karmic figure, someone with whom you drag a dark bond from other lives, a poisoned energy that has not finished its cycle. And she is not alone. At her side, a shadowy couple is shown. Two incarnate entities that united their bad intentions to invoke a work of witchcraft against you. They went together in secret to a sorceress of the shadows, seeking to damage your spirit, twist your path, put out your light. But what they did not expect is what happened next. When that ancient witch, accustomed to dealing with dark entities, laid eyes on your aura, she felt a tremor in her chest and recoiled. Yes, she recoiled. They told her they would pay whatever it took, but she responded with a broken voice. Your money is worthless against that soul. I cannot touch her. She is sealed by something that even I do not understand. Your celestial protection is so intense, so bright, that not even in the darkest place did they dare to touch you. But this does not mean you have not walked through fire. You were close to the abyss. You felt the weight of betrayal. You felt how your soul broke in silence, in solitude, while invisible energies tried to cut your wings. They wanted to destroy you emotionally. They wanted to break you spiritually. They even tried to touch your health with malign vibrations. But God has been cleansing you. He has swept away every trap. He has eliminated every hidden energetic burial they left in your path. He has burned with celestial fire every rope that tried to tie you. And while you cried without understanding, He and your guardian angels were covering you in the early hours of the morning. Comment, I am being freed, and subscribe now because Archangel Gabriel has left a clear sign. That action will open the channel of light that the universe is waiting for to return everything that is yours to you. Now, what was taken from you is beginning to be balanced. Your energy, your peace, your emotional and economic stability are being restored. What used to hurt you will begin to be healed. That anguish that has followed you like a sticky shadow, like a weight on your chest, is not yours. It was sent. You were not the one who generated it, but you carried it like a suitcase of stone on your back. That deep sadness, that silent hopelessness, that dark thought that sometimes appeared for no reason was part of the spiritual attack. And today it is being ripped out by the hand of God. You feel like you are being watched, and you are not wrong. You have been under astral surveillance. Someone has been trying to close your paths from a distance, manipulating your energy in the darkness, launching rotten thoughts and desires like invisible arrows. But your spiritual guides are furious. They are cleansing with force. They are unmasking those who have wanted to harm you. They show me the clear image, a man full of envy, who cannot stop talking about you, who has cursed your name more times than you can imagine. And next to him, a dark, silent, venomous woman, disguised with a smile and calm, but who has only wanted to see you fall. Both, the man and the woman, are now paying the price for their disguised witchcraft. Karma has begun to devour them from the inside. And the most shocking part is that when they went to another witch to reinforce their malice, she slammed the door in their face. That soul is surrounded by divine fire. I am not getting involved with that, she told them. Comment now. My soul is sealed with divine fire. And subscribe to close this dark cycle. Because St. Michael has made it clear that this act will be your key to the final transformation. From that moment they were rejected by the shadows themselves, your protection was raised even higher, like an impassable barrier, a wall of light. They have been trapped in their own spell, and you are about to be free. Your protectors are whispering to you, let it all go. Let go of the sadness. Let go of the anguish. It is no longer yours. You have completed your test. Now the rebirth begins. A new stage is opening, a life where no one can ever cage you again. An existence where you walk strong, awake, blessed. Listen carefully, because what you have been dragging in your body is not yours. The tiredness, the ache, the constant discomfort, or that silent fear you cannot explain do not come from you. They are residues of buried energies, dark bindings launched against you by people who cannot stand to see you shine. But it is too late for them because you are coming out of the gloom, passing through the veil of darkness, and fully entering your awakening of light. The reading shows me with ferocious clarity. You are about to witness a tangible, real, brutally transformative miracle, something directly linked to your health, to that physical unease that has been lacerating you in silence. For some, it may be an awaited surgery. For others, a symptom that refuses to disappear, or a fear that sticks to you like a shadow. But all of that is going to be ripped out by the roots. Subscribe and comment. St. Gabriel opens the way for me, because that symbolic act activates the healing channel that is opening for you. It has already been decreed in the invisible. What seemed impossible will be easy. God is interceding for you and has sent angels with swords of fire to cut the bonds of pain. A liberation is coming, a breath, a renewal so powerful that you will leave speechless those who believed you were defeated. But not everything has been clean on this journey, because there are human shadows that have wanted to see you fall. There is strong, venomous opposition. A person full of resentment, frozen inside, dry of soul, has tried to block your path. Their mind, icy and calculating, has been the center of an attempt at spiritual destruction. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it doesn't matter their sign. What matters is their rotten intention. They went to a dark place, a cave of witchcraft, a black altar, and brought the most intimate part of you, your name, your image, your energy. They wanted to see you destroyed, wanted to bury you on the spiritual plane. But what happened was something else. The witch, upon seeing your photo, felt a chill that paralyzed her body. She could not continue. She looked at you and knew you were guarded by something that does not belong to this world. She returned the money. She said she could do nothing, that not even dark pacts could touch your light. She said it trembling. Because you do not walk alone. Comment now. I am under the shield of celestial fire, because Archangel Michael is watching, and whoever proclaims it will receive the touch of his protection. The person who went to curse you left humiliated, but she was not alone. She was accompanied by another karmic figure, a woman who has spent years poisoning the air with envy and falsehood. That infernal duo was rejected by the spiritual space itself, as if the earth did not want them, as if the sacred place where they went to invoke darkness spit them out. And there the warning came. The witch told them, do not mess with that person anymore. If you do, you will awaken your ruin. And so it was. They awakened their own downfall, activated their destruction, ignited the flame of their karma, because you are shielded with a power that cannot be bought or learned, an ancestral divine power that has been sealed in your soul since before birth. All this confirms what I had already felt. What they wanted to do to you no longer has power over you. This infernal chapter is closing. Divine justice is coming. Miracles, radical changes, and a new energetic order are coming. You are being pushed forward, and no one has the power to stop you. What they are showing me now is conclusive. There was a warning. The spiritual entities that guard the portals spoke to that person. They told her, if you continue, you will destroy yourself. And not just her, but her accomplice as well. Because there were two pestilent energies that wanted to soil your life with their cursed thoughts. But the prophecy was fulfilled. They are being devoured by their own darkness. Every evil wish they launched has been returned to them like a whip. Because your shield, your faith, your strength, and your connection to the high power cannot be broken by anyone. Many of you have felt it. You have lived the spiritual battle without even understanding it. The chronic fatigue, the sadness that has no name, the blockages that appeared from nowhere. All of that was real. Invisible forces were touching you, but they could not enter. Your guardian angels are with you. They are celebrating. They are saying, you have already won. The wheel of destiny has turned. Everything is going to start moving in your favor. New energies are arriving. Signs like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo bring water, fire, intuition, and power to seal this new cycle. And now comes the most delicate part. Someone in your circle, even in your family, has wished for your death in silence. From envy, from resentment, from the venom hidden behind a hug, there is a presence very close to you. A shadow that disguised itself as affection. Someone who said they loved you, but in secret cultivated a venomous hatred, crouched like a serpent in the heart, In many cases, it is an old love, a past connection that marked you deeply, someone who stole your breath and then left, but not in peace. They left cursing you in silence. That being who once had your kisses and your trust left with a soul rotten with resentment, and what he launched against you like a twisted spell has now returned with supernatural fury. His life is a field of ruins. What was once control, power, health, is now illness, chaos, disorder. That spiritual burial he dedicated to you has unearthed itself, and now he drags it in life. And while you advance, protected, blessed, guarded by guardian angels who do not sleep, that person sinks in their own energetic swamp. They cannot breathe, cannot move. Every step they try to take is like walking through invisible chains. Comment now. The light of Saint Michael covers me, and you will be sealing your divine protection in this battle that you have already won, but which continues to burn on the astral plane. But this is not about just one being. No. There are two feminine energies, figures who feigned affection and might even carry your blood, who plotted in the gloom of witchcraft, a spiritual ambush to see you fall. They allied, played at being black magicians of ill will, moved hidden energies, asked for rituals, sought inverted bindings to break you. But what they got was the awakening of the fury of karma. Now both are paying the price. One of them is gravely ill. Her body does not respond, as if her soul were extinguishing from within. The other wanders like a dry leaf in a whirlwind, without direction, without clarity, without knowing how this was unleashed. But, it was the same demons they invoked that are now chasing them. And neither money, nor contacts, nor feigned prayers are saving them. The price of what they wanted to do to you has begun to be collected, with interest. From the day you decided to close that door, when you set limits and said, "Enough," the threads of witchcraft broke, and the energy began to return to its point of origin like a boomerang curse. Since then, the lives of those people began to collapse like a house of cards in a storm, their nights filled with insomnia, their days with losses. And you, meanwhile, began to flourish. You are still healing, yes, but you are no longer in the abyss. You are on an upward path. Your soul is reclaiming its throne. Subscribe and leave your power comment. I am in the energy of the sun, because with that decree, you activate the divine channel that is upon you and shield your path against any future attempt at harm. The cards have spoken very clearly. They, the hidden enemies, wanted to see you finished, in ruins, crying in a corner. They wanted to laugh at your fall, mock your suffering while you broke in silence. But the script changed. Now it is they who are submerged in pain, drowned in their own darkness. Everything they launched was returned. Every word, every venomous thought, every black candle lit in your name was extinguished by your angels. They tried to activate the energy of the Five of Pentacles for you, that vibration of poverty, abandonment, scarcity. They wanted to see you alone, with no way out, like a leaf torn from the tree of life. But that spell blew up in their hands. Today, you are entering the energy of the sun. That means illumination, happiness, rebirth, the resurgence of light after a storm of darkness that almost swallowed you whole. God is taking your hand. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword of fire in the air, cutting the ties that bound you to pain. It was not an easy path. You have bled on the inside, swallowed tears, known betrayals so deep they hurt like daggers in the soul. But all of that was the forge of your awakening. Now you know that the only true protection is that of the Creator, that the power you carry cannot be bought or learned. One is born with it. You have fought demons that did not wear horns, but smiles, people to whom you gave everything, and who betrayed you in return. But you tore off their masks. Your light burned their disguise. They can no longer hide. You see them, you feel them, you recognize them. You have opened the spiritual third eye. You are awake, you are ready, and what comes now is glorious. What I am about to reveal to you now is not for everyone. Only the chosen spirits, those who have been marked by the sacred mantle of Archangel Michael, will be able to understand the true power of this vision. Prepare yourself, because what you are about to discover is not a simple reading. It is an exorcism of words, a cleansing of the soul, a message that crosses dimensions. You have entered a new cycle. Yes, I feel it with brutal force. The witchcraft launched against you has begun to break like rusty chains. And although you still walk among the remnants of the past, You are advancing with the power of one who has survived hell itself. Every day that dawns, you do so stronger. You have learned the sacred art of not giving up, of walking through the shadow as one who has already danced with demons and returned with wings. And that constancy you carry is what is guiding you straight towards your divine purpose. Comment now. Saint Gabriel opens my way, and you will be invoking the energy channel that the universe prepared for you. Don't think about it too much. Do it and let the angels work. What they did to you was dark. Yes, murky works, energetic burials, spiritual bindings that were done behind your back while you slept in peace. They even mocked you, despised you, thinking they were going to see you ruined, defeated, begging for scraps of love and luck. But what they didn't know was this. You are a child of light. You were birthed with a brightness that cannot be extinguished, not with 100 spells or 1,000 black candles. And that light was what burned them. That was the flame they could not put out.